My name is Becca Wilkerson, and I am doing my speech on the month of June in the year of 1995, which was 21 years ago. I'm going to start with telling you the zodiac sign for June, which is Gemini. Gemini usually have features of sensitivity, anxiety, love, affection. They like to help others, and reading is also a favorite for Geminis. So today I'm going to talk about a few things that happened in June of 1985. I'm going to talk about gas prices, the price of movie tickets, the middle class income, and movies that were popular and that came out in June of 1995 versus the ones that are today. So I will start with gas prices. Gas prices in June of 1995 were around $1.73 a gallon for unleaded gas, which kind of surprised me because that seemed a little high from what we are now. I mean, right now we're at $2.38, which I thought was not that much of a difference. It was only 65 cents different from 21 years ago, which was pretty, it wasn't very significant, so I was kind of shocked by that. Movie tickets today, that's one thing that a lot of people in, back in the day in 1995 also enjoyed to do often, like we do today, to go out and have a fun evening or whatever you would go see a good movie for. The movie ticket price in June of 1995 was $4.35. Nowadays, if you go to the movies, you're going to pay between $8 and $8.50 for a movie ticket, and that's usually for just a regular adult. Children are less, and students sometimes get a discount. That is a difference of $4.15 from 21 years ago for a movie ticket, which seems like a lot to go up in 21 years for the same thing you were getting 21 years ago. I'm also going to talk about income. There's a big difference in income from 21 years ago to now. So what we looked at as a low income about 20 years ago in June of 1995 was about $17,000 to $20,000 was considered a low income family. Here we are in 2016, and a low income family is around $20,000 to $28,000 a year. So about $8,000 difference. Middle class, we were looking at middle class at about $33,000 a year income in June 1995, and today we are looking at about $42,000 to $50,000 a year here in 2016 for middle class income. For a high or the higher class income, we saw it at between $50,000 and $55,000 a year income in June of 1995. And today we're looking at about range between $85,000 and $100,000 per year for a income. So that's some pretty big differences. I mean, the low class kind of stayed in close to the same range. The middle class and the higher class ranged quite a bit, which I was kind of surprised to see. I mean, you still make the same amount today as you did then as a doctor, doing the same things. Everything stays the same. So I guess if cost of living goes up, you then make more. But, living here in Michigan, not much has gone up in that amount of time. Another thing I'm going to talk about is movies. So there was a lot of movies that came out in June. I picked something that I found was the biggest movie that came out in June of 1995, and it was called Batman Forever. And we talk about nowadays having so much money being made in these movie industries. So I found that Batman Forever made $1.8 million, which seems like a lot of money, but when it comes to the movie industry, it's really not, I found out. Another movie that came out in June of 1995 was Apollo 13, which I've actually seen. Great movie. I picked it because it was also kind of in that high range of $1.73 million made on that movie. You look at today, this month, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out. And I researched to see how big the difference is between 1995 and 2016. And they made $301 million on that movie in the month of June, which is so much more than we saw in June of 1995. So I thought that was quite amazing. Car seats is the next thing I researched. The big difference between car seats. We, in the year of 91, is when the first like infant car seat came out. Previously, babies were sitting just in seats, like with their parents in the front seat. So I was really surprised to see that. And in '95, the infant car seats were still new. They were ranging about $50 a car seat for an infant car seat, and then they also had the base added. And then kids, the law in June of 1995 was the kids had to be in the back seat. In the car seat, an infant car seat. Nowadays, you look at car seat laws, and they are extremely strict, and car seats are much more expensive, ranging between $300 to about $400 for a good, safe, convertible car seat. Infant car seats being about $100 to $200. So big difference there, and the laws have definitely changed when it comes to safety with car seats. So I thought that was really interesting to see how much they have changed in the price of car seats. So here we are, 20 years later. A lot of things have changed, and I thought it was really interesting to learn all the different things that went on in June of 1995. I hope you enjoyed my speech.